Hey guys, it's Becca the Bargainer back with a Dollar Tree food reviews. I have a little tray of food that I'm going to be reviewing from Dollar Tree, and I have two recipes to share with you today. Things that I made in the past 24 hours with items from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to get right into this review video, starting off with the lobster bisque soup. I picked up this can of lobster bisque, and yeah, I already made the soup, and here's the can. But anyway, this soup is really delicious. One thing that I would recommend with the soup though is to make sure that you just use a half a can of milk, because the flavor is so delicious, but it's a lot thicker if you just use half a can of milk. So in hindsight, I would definitely be using just a half a can next time. The flavor is delicious. I think if you added vegetables to it, like celery or even clams or something like that, or even fresh lobster, that would be even better. But the flavor is delicious and I really recommend it. One of the items I've shown before in some of my Dollar Tree hauls is the True Lime. They also have True Lemon at Dollar Tree, and these are really great value. There are 12 there are 12 packs of these inside, and it's great with tea, like Coke, water, you know, any beverage like that could use lime. These are really nice to have, especially I bring them to work, and they're really great just to freshen up some water, make it more enjoyable. So I love picking them up at the Dollar Tree. Today I actually tried several things today. I tried the lobster bisque today, and I really enjoyed that soup. And my husband and I also tried the lava cake. And the directions on here says that you just microwave it on high for 20 to 30 seconds. And that's what I did, and I'm going to show you a picture of the before and the after of how it looks. So check it out. So it's a very small lava cake, and it in no way compares to Chili's lava cake. There's no comparison. But for $1, I think it's a really great little dessert to have in your home for, you know, just a quick dessert. And my husband enjoyed the flavor. It's a nice crusty shell, and then the inside is gooey and delicious, and it did only take 30 seconds to heat. I think if I was going to do it again, I would do it for like 35 seconds just to give it a little bit more of, you know, just so it would heat all the way through. But it tasted very delicious, and I don't know that I will purchase it again, but if I wanted a quick lava cake, I definitely would. So it was nice to try. I am going to review another frozen treat. I'm going to insert a picture of it right now. This dessert are the banana slices dipped in chocolate, and I tried them several months back, and they were just dreadful. Okay. Obviously, when you have those frozen treats like the cream puffs at Dollar Tree and the eclairs, you have to let them defrost for a little bit. And when I did that, I let them defrost in the refrigerator. They were just mushy, like, you know how a banana would be if it was sitting out without, you know, without any, with the peeling not on it. So when I bit into the chocolate covering of the banana, it just was very mushy and yet just gross, kind of gooey, and I did not like them. So I don't recommend those little banana slices from Dollar Tree. That frozen treat would definitely not be one of my favorites. I tried the peach and passion tea. These are the Tviv pure Ceylon tea. I tried the apple cranberry tea as well, and the lemon and mint tea that I picked up at Dollar Tree. Of the three, I know there were two other flavors, but of the three, the lemon and mint was my favorite. It had the most fragrance or aroma when you smelled the tea, and then the flavor of it was true. You could taste the tea and the mint. I really enjoyed it. It was my favorite one of the two, so I definitely recommend this. And I do tend to like lemon teas and mint teas anyway, so that was really good. The peach and passion was my second favorite. You could definitely taste the peach and passion. It wasn't as a strong of a flavor as I would have liked, but this kind of tea is just great to put in with like 3 Lipton bags. Just put 2 of these in with a couple Lipton bags of tea, and make a gallon of iced tea, and you can have a peach and passion iced tea flavored tea. And then the last one is when I just really was disappointed because I couldn't really taste either apple or cranberry. It just wasn't that good. I was expecting more of an apple flavor and the cranberry. I knew the cranberry I might not be able to taste it as much, but this one was just not as great as I would have liked. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take like 5 or 6 of them and then try to make an iced tea with it and see if that helps. All of these teas, I use 2 of the little packs of sugar and sweetened them up, but my favorite of all was the lemon and mint. Last night I made these little pizzas. I had 2 of these pizza crusts, and I used the pepperoni from Dollar Tree, so I used both of these ingredients for the pizzas. Let me show you how they looked before they were baked in the oven and then after. So we really enjoyed the pizza. I baked it for 8 minutes, and the crust, you could see that they were a little bit dark, but the under part of the pizza was perfectly cooked and it wasn't overcooked. So, you know, you might want to do 7 minutes instead of 8, depending on your oven. I would definitely keep your eye on the pizzas because it's such a thin crust. You definitely want to keep your eye on it. But the crust was really good, and we used I couldn't find my Dollar Tree pizza sauce, the one that I was telling you about in another video, but I did use some marinara sauce from the same brand, Francisco Rinaldi, I think is what it's called. But I used some of the marinara sauce with that, and then we put ham. I cut up some deli meat ham, and then we put the pepperoni on there I used cheese from my grocery store. So they were really good, and we recommend them, especially with the sauce. We really liked the sauce on this. So the Francisco Rinaldi marinara sauce is delicious. The one they sell at Dollar Tree is also delicious, and that is called a pizza sauce, so I would recommend that one to get it. But I was really impressed with this whole recipe, and it wasn't really a recipe, just a compilation of pizza toppings. So okay, oh, I also put garlic powder on top of the pizzas, and also I put oregano flakes on top before I put it in the oven, so always have to have that on our pizza. Okay, I have 2 more things I want to share with you for Dollar Tree food reviews. One is this bread. Now this is Nature's Own, so it's not a Dollar Tree brand, but I did buy it at Dollar Tree. And it's the 40-calorie bread, honey wheat bread. Now this bread doesn't really have like an amazing taste to it. I don't know about other 40-calorie breads, if they're just lacking in a lot of flavor, but this didn't really have that much flavor. The honey, I didn't really taste much honey flavor compared to the normal honey wheat bread you can get from the same brand. I think they might have cut some calories on the honey in this loaf. That's where they cut the calories. But anyway, it's good, and especially if you, you put in between the slices, that's definitely going to be your flavor, because the bread is kind of lacking in flavor. But, you know, if you want bread and you don't want to have all the calories, this is definitely good to have. It just didn't really taste too much like honey to me at all. Okay, the last thing I want to show you today is a cake thing that I made. Kind of came up with the recipe today, the last minute. I'm going to show you a picture of the cake finished, and I call it my apple crumb butter cake. Have a look. So this cake was really easy to make. I just made a regular butter cake. The cake mix called for 7 tablespoons of butter, so it was definitely a butter cake. I followed all the recipes on the cake mix according to what it said, and I just added a 1/3 cup more of water to that mixture because I was going to be adding other ingredients to the cake mix. So, you know, as far as like toppings and stuff. So I put the cake mix in the pan after I sprayed it with Pam, and then I cut up some of the apples. I got the Musselman's fried apples from the Dollar Tree and just cut them up, put a little nutmeg on top on the cutting board, just kind of put the seasonings on the apples, and then I also put some powdered sugar on top of the apples as well, like maybe a tablespoon of powdered sugar, and then just mixed it up. I poured those apples on top of the cake mix, and then I made a crumb topping just like you would for like a crisp. My cherry crisp on my channel, I have a cherry crisp recipe. That same topping that I put on my cherry crisp, I put on this apple cake, and I actually only used half of the recipe. So instead of a cup of flour and a cup of brown sugar and a cup of oats, I used half a cup. I put the crumb topping on top of the cake and then popped it in the oven. It took about 50 minutes to cook, and then I took it out and let it cool. It's so good, and it would be perfect with some homemade whipped cream, something that would, or even just like the canned whipped cream would be great on it. Also, vanilla ice cream would also be good. So I definitely would have some kind of topping to put on it, a little bit more sweetness, but it's really delicious, and it kind of just came up with the recipe on my own. So you can get the fried apples at the Dollar Tree, only $1, and the cake mix, you probably could find a butter cake mix as well at Dollar Tree. So really quick recipe, and it was delicious. My husband loved it. Those are my Dollar Tree food reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thank you so much for coming by my channel. Check out my other Dollar Tree food review videos. I'll have them listed below, and also my most recent Dollar Tree I'll have listed below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.